Oh yeah, baby, we're live. We're live as heck. There I am. Hello! Time for me to type. And time for me to put things all over the internet. Like the absolute digital litterbug that I am. Yahoo! There we are. And there we go. And there we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Is this working? Why is this set to this? It's not from the depths, it's Planescape. There we go. Done. Oops. Hello, Tolroth. Hello, hello. I'm gonna sneeze. Or am I? Oh no. Ugh, I hate that. Ah! No one likes it. Including me. Alright. Now, what happened last time? We beat up a thing that was definitely a kangaroo, or was it? And we need to go rescue our Scully friend. Scully, 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 Scully. And we have enchanted weapons now, so we should be able to do that. That is the plan. I am slapping my thigh, because I'm so excited. Okay, what do? I think what we can do is we can do this. Let's be like Mulder and save Scully. Exactly. Oops, that was the wrong thing. Where is it? There it is. Where's my webcam? My webcam lives up here. Chat, you are in the correct place. Well done. You go there. I said you were in the correct place and then I moved you. Okay, elevator music turn off. We are go for Planescape. Right, and we're gonna load there. Load. Right, here we are. We have managed to do the thing. Let's just check. Explore sigil. Search Amaris for Nod. Alright. Nod. Okay. Attractive young woman. Fair skin, black hair, always, or blue. Yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna find anything like that. Alright. I think what we can do, well, firstly, we need to go rest right here. Hello. That's, Byron Pickett. Whee! Alright. I'd like to buy something, and what do we need to... We can sell that. And what else can we sell? What else can we sell? We can't sell anything. Alright, so... Rooms. Rent. How are we doing for money? We're doing great. Rest. Done. Rested for 8 hours. Right, and yonder is the market in there. And just double checking. That is an enchanted battle axe, and that is magic punch daggers. So we're all good for enchanted stuff. Which means I believe... Okay. Okay, more isn't it there? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, really, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that, honestly. More about the box, explore sigils, split. Okay, right. And journal, we gotta explore the thing. Alright. What the hell was it? Okay. Where is it? Okay. There's a thing. Alright. We need to go get Mort back, and I think that's here. Also Flask. Oh yeah, wait, the decanter. Oh, yep, the decanter. Alright, we've really got to go do that. Alright, so... Journal. Decanter... Clerk's ward, where are we? We're in the lower ward.
My lungs feel like a chimney.
Right. Clerk's ward. Where's the clerk's ward? I believe it's here. And she's outside. Alright, she is outside somewhere. Namel. She's not in one of the buildings. Would she be outside right now? Right, I believe we were running all over the place trying to get this to happen. She over here. Elwyn. Not what we wanted. Brand. Oh wow, we haven't been here yet. There's a harlot. Okay then, I should talk to a harlot with Morton Toe. Alright, so we're here. Sensate, 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 sensate. There's a harmonium officer. Right. BRB. Alright, jolly good. Right, we gotta find this. We gotta find this person. She's gotta be somewhere. Monotone with this odd devices. Where would she be? Drunken mage? There she is! Bloody hell, I walked straight past her like a dozen times. Saved again. Righty-ho. This tall, slender woman sipping wine from a small ceramic cup appears to be looking for someone. Her facial features are elegantly exotic, and the woman's ears, though partially covered by her long hair, can be seen to come to sharp points. An elf? Greetings. The woman turns to face you, violet eyes flashing like flawless chips of amethyst. Her speech is as music. You can hear a faint musical tinkling, 100 tiny crystal bells, as she speaks. Each word lingers in your ears as they were unwilling to relinquish the exquisite sound. Nemel turned to face the scarred dour stranger. She asked what he wished of her. Oh boy, we've met the actual protagonist. You're Nemel. I was told you know the command word for this decanter. The woman makes no move to touch or examine the decanter, but only speaks. Nemel took it from the stranger, turning it in her hands. Had she seen its like before, she thought? Perhaps. Yes, she remembered now. She returned the decanter, whispering into his ear as she did so.
Updated my journal.
You realize you know the word now. Nilden Nosage. Though you're certain the woman never whispered to you, but merely said she did. She blinks at you. Would the stranger leave her now, satisfied with what she had told him? Not just it. Are you looking for someone? Where could she be? Namel wondered. Her companion, Aelwyn, was supposed to have met her here days ago. The woman sighs miserably. The air around her grows chill with her sadness. How long must she search this vast foreign city before she finds her dearest friend? I can help you find your friend. What does she look like? Namel clasps her hand together and bows her head to you. She would be so pleased to hear news of her friend. She told the kind stranger what Aelwyn looked like, so that he would know her should he come across her. An image forms in your mind. A woman who remembers Namel, but with golden eyes and hair of fiery Chrisman. I'll return if I find her. Farewell.
Updated my journal.
She's at the other cafe. I've already seen her. I managed to remember that. Okay, back. Welcome, Toroth. We finally found Namel. The nameless one is stuck. Aelwyn. Find her friend Aelwyn. She's right here. This tall, slender woman occasionally looks up from her cup of wine to scan the surrounding patrons and passerby. Her facial features are elegantly exotic, and her eyes, a brilliant golden color, catch light, sparkling as she looks about. Ooh, greetings. She regards you carefully for a moment before replying. She speaks slowly and carefully, avoiding direct eye contact with you. I, Aelwyn, return your greetings. Aelwyn, your friend Namel is looking for you.
Updated my journal.
She begins to smile, but then covers her mouth with her hand and looks down at her drink. I, Aelwyn, am most pleased to hear of Namel. Might I, Aelwyn, persuade you to tell her of this place? Yes, I'll do that for you.
Updated my journal.
She looks at you directly, and for just the briefest of moments before she casts her eyes back down to her drink, your senses are awash with a warm, comfortable feeling. Pure happiness. I, Aelwyn, thank you. It's my pleasure. No, of course. Farewell. Right, so now we go back over... Okay, I like this side quest. It's literally just they're talking across, like, the city with cafes. Also, I want to see here. Where's the decanter of endless water with command word? Oh, I know what I can be. I know what I can do. I know what I can do. There's Namel. The woman smiles as she greets you, her beauty no less breathtaking than the first time you saw her. Namel held her breath as the stranger approached her. Had he found Aelwyn? She wondered. I found Aelwyn. She was looking for you too.
Updated my journal.
Namel's lips form a perfect smile. An infectious happiness radiates from her, clinging to you like sweet-smelling warmth. Namel was overjoyed to hear of her friend. Was Aelwyn close by? She has had another cafe east of here, across this part of the ward. Namel thanked the man for his wondrous news. Soon she would go to visit her oldest friend Aelwyn. Now, though, she would reward the stranger. Let's see if I can be rewarded. Wait for her to reward you. She would draw the stranger close, laying her bare hand upon his chest and kissing the pale, leathery skin of his cheek. Life would flow into him, invigorate him. This, then, was to be his reward. Wait. As you wait, there is a light tingling sensation across your cheek and chest. The feeling spreads across the whole of your body, and you begin to feel stronger, more animated. Sweet! Ignoring the obvious signs of mental domination. Oh. Thanks, I had some questions. Namel listened to the stranger's questions, but could answer none. He would have to seek his answers elsewhere. But I haven't even asked. Namel smiles at you, slowly shaking her head, your face reflected in her shimmering eyes. Frustrated, confused, he at last gave up. It was clear this woman possessed no more knowledge than was of use to him. Or if she did, she could not be persuaded to share it. Wait. No, just let me ask you something. You open your mouth, but no words come out. Try as you might, you cannot question her. Namel shakes her head sadly. Farewell, then. Oh, dear. Oops. Did I just do a bad thing? Oh, hello.
Damn.
Oops. I'm doing great camera work here. Nameless one, how did you ever get murdered by these things? Oh, there's another one. Let's kill it.
Die.
Well then. We should probably go hang out somewhere. Alright, so we need to head back to... Let's head back to... Where's it? Where's the place? I did get the decanter password, yes. The obvious signs of mental domination. I believe it's... Where do we want to go? It's the Hive, I think, right? Is it the Hive? It is... Oh! It is the Hive. Oh wow, fast traveling restores your health. Neat. Alright, now let's put this guy out.
Alright.
Alright, save that game, save the game. Drusilla. When will you free Ignis? As soon as I can get this to him. They say this decanter holds an endless supply of water. Yes, use that on him and he'll be sure to come free. Oh, my Ignis, I await you. She pauses for a moment, dread in her eyes. Do you know the command word? Yes, I do. Eyes brighten even further if that's possible. Then use it. Use it on him now. That's what I'm about to do. Fast traveling includes resting until healed. Very fast. That is very fast, yes. Alright. Here goes. Crackling, billowing creature. La da 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 da. It's on fire. Examine the smoldering corpse. I wonder if this decanter of endless water will do something. You tilt the decanter over the grill and begin to pour. A small stream of ice blue water pours from the decanter and touches the flame of the grill with a violent hissing and a rush of steam. As in response to this challenge, the decanter seems to lunge forward, falling onto the grill and shattering. By the hells? Hissing billows of steam and a furious crackling noise rushes from the grill, spilling over you and forcing you to cover your ears and turn away. There is a scream, a cackling, a terrible sound like 100 buildings burning, people screaming, their screams being cut short by the roar of flame and melting flesh. Cover your ears, block out the sound. As you pull your hands over your ears to block out the sound, you feel a stickiness on your hands like hot cheese or candle wax. Your ears are bleeding from the sound. You draw your hands back and see them covered with chunks of melted flesh filled with bloody swirls. Try and get out of the bar. You're about to run from the bar. Anything to get away from the sound, but suddenly all fall silent, except a jagged crackling coming from the grill. You turn. On the grill lies the decanter of endless water, now nothing but charred and steam. Above it is the creature, flame still trailing from its body, floating over the bar's floor. It is staring at you, its eyes flickering like two torches. I know you. The creature's face splits, charred flesh peeling away from its jaw so it might speak. Yes. Its voice crackles, burns, roars through the creature's chest, and with every word, flakes of cinder and ash spit from its mouth and drift into the air. You can barely stand to look at the thing. The blazing radius surrounding it is terrible to behold. Ignis.
Long have I slept, dreams of flames. I am yours, till death comes for us both.
Ooh. We shall see. Oh, we got a companion! Holy crap!
Ignis hears you.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Oh my goodness. As you approach the woman to talk to her, Ignis's eyes flare up, and before you can stop him, he embraces her. She returns his embrace, losing herself in his flames. She does not cry out. Your last glimpse of her is burned into your memory. Her eyes are full of fiery passion and all-engulfing love. Nothing is left of her, not even ashes. That was thorough, Ignis, and hasty. I wanted to speak with her. Well then. Don't leave bar yet. Okay, don't leave bar yet. Right, what do... Can I talk to this guy? Do I have... Hello, Bargus. Back again, what now? Nothing farewell. Nope, stop it. There we go. Alright, what can we do here? Don't leave bar yet, you say? The Luskan man turns smiley. Hello again, traveler. What can Ilkos do for you today? Okay, no. Back again. No. I thought there was a character here. I mean, there are characters here, for sure. Trim, muscular man. Alright, I'm just gonna carry on. We got places to be. I think this is Fireball.
I'm gone.
Dude just burned his girlfriend to death. Ugh. Right, now, we're gonna head back to... Can this guy translate?
All right.
Like, that's definitely not a cause for concern. Right, I want to see if this guy can translate for us. Anna, can you... Okay, never mind. Right, Anna's not gonna do it. The guy who can translate Davis is meant to be in the bar too. Oh!
All right.
Okay, then. Yeah, are you sure it's this bar? Should I be checking every bar?
Done.
Wait, is this it? Is this it? Who are you? Warrior of Renowned. Nope. Can it truly be? Ooh. Oh, wait, no, I've talked to this guy before, I think. Right, Mercy Killer Patron. Alright. Whoops. You see a female busman. As you hear her, she calls out to you. You, over here. Approach her. Hey, can I buy a lady a drink? Sure, here are 5 coins. My thanks, Gutter. May you find the true death. She pockets your money and looks nervous off towards the front of the bar. Give me my answers for my drink now. What do you want to know? Who are you? Me? I'm okay. I just like to drink here and she loses her train of thought momentarily. I'm just a person, you know. Answer something else for me then. What do you want to know? Right, nothing. I just lost $5. Alright, let's go here. Alright, I want tattoos, damn it. So, there's that, and there's that. So, there's more than one bar around here, gosh darn it. It says codes are 970, 980.
Oh, I grew up here. Not a pleasant childhood, mind you.
970, 980. That's top right corner, right?
Done.
Or is that in the smoldering corpse? It's not the Abishai, is it? Wait. Wait, no. Is it here? Sun's functional door is nailed shut. Is it this guy? Had some questions for you. Who exactly are you? Oh. Have some other questions. Nope. I see him all. Do you? Okay, I'll need to... Wait, is this the guy? What knowledge do you seek? Who are you? Nope. Can it truly be? Can it truly be? Can it truly be that none in this town have heard of me or my exploits? Alas, I shall have to prove myself all over again. And here I thought my fame had spread all over the world. What world are you from? I come from the city of Aliburn on the River Tane. Surely you've heard of its glories and wonders. No matter, no matter. This place is benighted and ignorant when it comes to the splendors of true cities. I'm told that my land is what is called a prime by the denizens of the city. Though a prime of what? I don't know. How did you get here? I was chasing my old foe, the villainous life shade Turtanalel. He pauses, waiting for acknowledgement, then continues. He conjured his demonic magic and opened himself a doorway and hurled himself through it. Before he could flee me entirely, I threw myself after him and found myself here. That sounds like quite an adventure. I had some other questions for you. What can you tell me about this place? When I arrived here, I do not know. When I arrived here, I realized I needed a place to regain my bearings. Imagine my shock at discovering that even a simple tavern in this part of the world is populated by the eccentrics and crazies. I have truly been transported to a madhouse. Right, I have more questions. Who are the patrons of this tavern? I have met only the elderly Ebb Creekneys, who has been instructing me in the ways of the city and the plains. My foe's spell must have catapulted us far across the world, for I know of no plains near our former location. Right. Okay, not him. Hello, hello, driver! Is it this fella? Candrian? Alright, once again you are struck by the insubstantial nature of this man's existence, and once again you are riveted as he turns his pale blue eyes on you. Have your travels brought forth what you need? Not yet, I have some questions for you. What are you doing? Between the chair and the Oh, that guy! The man before you is old. Number 1 description. His dry yellow skin has the scars of one who has traveled everywhere and never rested long in any one place. His pinched face is inhumanly angular, and his ears swoop out from his skull, tapering to points. He wears a loose-fitting orange tunic, and a strange shimmering blade is strapped across his back. The blade looks to be a 2-pronged glaive, made of some metal whose surface swirls like a film of oil on a pond. Greetings! The man turns to you, his eyes like polished coal. He stares through you, and for a moment you wonder if he might be blind. The weapon suddenly turns a dead flat black, mirroring the man's eyes. Are you alright?
Hail, traveler.
He says nothing for a moment, merely searches your face with his eyes. His voice is quiet and somber, like a wind whispering through the branches of a great tree. I don't know if you have the stats for this. Oh no. Hail.
Your eyes have the weight of one who has traveled far to be in this place.
You could say that. The man's face does not waver from yours. I am known as Dakon. The emphasis placed on the word known strikes you as odd, yet familiar at the same time. You are not known to me. I do not know myself. That is for the best. In knowing yourself, there would be little in the plains left worth knowing. He falls silent for a moment, still studying you with his coal black eyes. I would know why you have come to the city. I'm looking for answers. I have many questions. Speak your questions, I will hear you. Your features are unfamiliar to me. What are you? A Gethzerai. A Gethzerai? A Gethzerai is one of the people. One of the people? A Gethzerai. Yes, but what are the Gethzerai, actually? Dakon is silent for a moment and speaks. Our history does not need to be made known to you. We would bleed to death on time's blade before I recited a fraction of the histories of our people. I don't need to know your histories, but I would know of your people as they are now. Dakon is silent for a moment. Know this and accept it as an answer. We are the people who make our home upon the shifting plains of limbo. With a deft motion, Dakan slips the blade from his back and holds it before him. Wait and see what happens. There we mold the matter of limbo with our minds. We forge cities with our thoughts. As you watch, a series of rippling waves of metal begin to roll forth from the center of the blade. The pitch and crest of the waves match the inflections in Dakon's voice. In its chaos we dwell, with only our knowing to preserve us. We are the Githzerai. Interesting. Alright. What is that blade you have? It moved, shifted in response to your voice. It is a Karak blade. It is an object that lets others know the rank of the wielder. It's made out of a strange metal. It's almost hypnotic the way it shifts back and forth. Dakon falls silent for a moment in searching for the correct words. In your tongue, the closest translation is chaos matter. The people may shape it with their thoughts. Shape it with their thoughts? Karak is not shaped by heat, but by knowing oneself. It is a mirror that reflects the will of the wielder on its surface and its edge. When one knows themselves, the blade is strong, harder and stronger than steel. When one does not know themselves, the blade is as water, formless and weak. What rank does the blade signify? The blade is a symbol carried by the Zerth. A Zerth is one who knows the words of Zerthamon. In knowing the words of Zerthamon, they know themselves. Zerthamon? Zerthamon founded our race. He knew the Githzerai before they knew themselves. He defined the people. He gave them one mind. Right, I have some other questions. Can you tell me about this city? It is known by the name Sigil. Among the people, it is known as the city that does not know itself. Doesn't know itself? What do you mean? The city exists, but it does not know itself. And not knowing itself, its existence is flawed. How is it flawed? I know how it's flawed. You speak as if the city is alive. It may not be aware and know itself in the sense that you and I might know ourselves, but it lives. It grows, changes, touches the minds of all that live here. I see I had some other questions. You seem to have placed an emphasis on knowing. All things with the structural flesh, their existence is defined by their knowing of themselves. Oh yeah, I know it's alive. Oh yeah. And if a man does not know himself? When a mind does not know itself, it is flawed. When a mind is flawed, the man is flawed. When a man is flawed, that which he touches is flawed. Dakon pauses. It is said that when a flawed man sees, that what a flawed man sees his hands make broken. Do you know yourself? Dakon falls silent. His coal-black eyes take up the same distance that he noticed when they first met. I ask again, do you know yourself? When Dakon speaks again, his voice has changed. His words echo like a great stone dropped into a chasm. It looks like he is forcing the words from his chest. It is not my will that you know this. Okay. Alright, I had some other questions. Alright, well... Great. As you turn to leave, the man speaks sharply. The first time you have heard his voice change since the conversation began. Hold! The man's voice leveled out. The city is not known to you. I will travel your path with you. I accept. An extra blade would be welcome.
Your path is mine.
Strangely enough, his voice seems distant, and it echoes, as if he was speaking from across a great distance. Very well, let's go. Oh yeah. Alright.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
Alright, Githzerai. Alright. Wow, there's 2 companions. Wow, suddenly we're getting a whole bunch of them. We're just gonna, like, rugby scrum everything in our way. Alright, so... S. He is a fighter mage. Oh! We better give... Oh. Faction. Free leagues, alright. Oh, goodness. New friend! Alright, so add his tier. Let's put... Right. Alright, I still don't know what to do with that head.
Your will be done.
Done.
Alright, now... As far as now, companions have quests you can do for them to enhance them too.
I'm gone.
Neat! Neat, neat, neat. It means I might have to actually talk to them at some point. Alright, Fel's Tattoo Parlor. Now can this guy translate for us, is the question. Fel? Dakon, can you translate for me? Dakon nods. Ask him what this place is. A slow train of thoughts materialize around Fell's head. The symbols take several moments to resolve, starting with simple lines, then fleshing themselves out into breathtaking colors. What did he say, Decon? He places pictures on flesh here. Tattoos. Can I see what tattoos he has available? Hell yeah! Right, protection from evil. Ooh. Oh, it has a limited number of uses. Right, I can't afford anything. Great. Great, I can't afford anything. Right, well, we've done that. Excellent. Bye. Joke is upon you. Your use of the head is but shortly ahead. Ooh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, let's go get Mort back. Mort must have been holding your other purse, yeah? I mean, I think I did blow my money all on something. Phil's tattoo parlor. Right, I know where to go. Lower reward, here we go. Ahead, you say? You gotta think while you're ahead. How is the flying guy the slowest one here? My goodness. Alright, so we gotta go to the lower ward. I believe that is the place, and there's this ruin. Wait, is this the place? Wrecked house.
I'm gone.
Let's go. Alright, we all have magical weapons, I think, so let's see here. That is chain blade, 2 to 9 slashing. Do 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 do. Right, let's go. Is it locked? It is not. Let's go. It's a little bit crowded in here. This unusual window allows some light to filter into the room and casts strange colored shadows across the walls and floor. Aha, there's stairs down. Whatever purpose these barrels once served, they are now just flotsam strewn around the floor, around the room. Oh boy. Shelf of skulls. Thank the powers you're here, Chief. Get me out of here. What are you doing up there? Those were-at vermin nicked me and brought me here. Come on, boss. We have to get out of here. This place is bad news. Why don't you just float down? I can't. I've tried. Come on, get me down before... A flash of light and smoke blinds you for a moment, and a withered old man stands before you. Have we visitors, Skull? Oh no. Mort whispers furiously. Do not offend this blood, boss. He'll deadbook you faster than you can spit. The old man ignores Mort. Greetings, traveler. Who might you be to enter Lothar's humble salon without invitation? Okay. Mages require you to memorize spells by resting. Be sure to check their spellbook when you get a chance. Gotcha. My partner said that you seem to have something that belongs to me. Ah, yes. What might that be? A skull that belongs to me is on that shelf. Ooh. 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 Which one? I know one of these is incorrect. You want the chattering skull with half the grace and manners of any ordinary creature? Give me a greater skull in return if you wish it back, Lothar replies. I do not need to bargain for something that is already mine. Where can I find a greater skull? Move aside the divan in the center of the room and pass through the portal on the eastern wall in the chambers below to the catacombs. The portal will remain active for your return. In the catacomb, many skulls. One of great value lies within the interred crypts of the Dustmen, beyond the drowned nations. Bring that skull to me, as my were-rat minions have failed to do, and I will see to it that your friend is returned to you. Perhaps I shall even answer some questions for you. I've been to the tomb you speak of. It is empty. Wait.
Updated my journal.
What is the meaning of this? The tomb was so well trapped, so well defended from scrying magics that it was a challenge even for me. There must be some explanation for this, and he draws the words out angrily and slowly. You will provide it for me. Go through the portal in the chambers below and seek the answer. I have no answer. How could I know? I believe it was a trap to discourage the grave robbers from playing such scripts. By taking the head, you got a head start upon your need of a head just ahead. Oh. There's some merit in what you say yet. There's something about that crypt that spoke of much promise. I will think of this and encourage you to do the same. He turns away and turns back to you immediately. Bring me another skull then, and our agreement shall be as before. Do not try to deceive me with just any skull either. I am something of a connoisseur. Return when you have something of value to me. Very well. Very well.
Updated my journal.
The teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger. I hear your words.
Wow. Wow, you leveled up immediately. Alright, what? Level 3.
My blade has shifted.
Okay, saving throws, Dracon weapon has changed. Okay. Lawful neutral. Chaotic neutral. Chaotic neutral. True neutral. Alright. Here's where we have the skull. And do you have a skull for me? I have the skull of Swago, the were-rat dustman missionary. Lothar takes the head of Swago for you and examines it carefully, checking the teeth. A dustman missionary and spy, eh? This will be satisfactory. His fingers twist through an arcane gesture. Your friend will be waiting for you above ground where you came in. Have your answers from me. I have many questions. Give it a quick, Scarred One. I cannot dare it all day. Why am I immortal?
Updated my journal.
Your mortality, your soul if you will, that which allows you to live and die, is gone from you. It was stripped from you by magical means, by the night hag Ravel Puzzlewell. Your mortality is the key to your existence. When you find it, you will find your answers. Tell me about this Ravel. Ravel Puzzlewell is an enigma, even among the night hags. Some would call her balmy. Others say she plays a deeper game than any can see through. She is evil, through and through, making the fiends you'll see in the area seem positively divine when compared to her. She is out of the reach of men now, thank the powers, for she was mazed by the lazy of pain. Mazed? How do I find her? Mazes are like pocket dimensions, small planes between places. To reach one, you need to find a portal and a key. I do not know where the door or the key are. Perhaps you should seek some of your own acquaintances. You have certainly left a trail of them behind. They will find you, no doubt. Pray they mean you well. Perhaps you should visit the Civic Feast Hall. They have many answers there. Okay. What did Ravel do?
Updated my journal.
She was a maker of toys and puzzles, a solver of problems that didn't need solving. She decided that Sigil, the cage, was the largest puzzle box of all and set herself to undo it. To let in the armies of fiends at her disposal, no doubt. To upset the balance of the city and turn the entire burg into a charnel house. Pray to any power you hold dear with thanks that she did not succeed. I will find her then and force her to return my mortality. Farewell.
In knowing the teachings of Zerthamon,
Wow.
I have become stronger.
Friend back. Right. Well then. Level up again. Spell memorization abilities have increased. Alright, let's check your... alright. And level up. And fighting skills have increased. Except good. Right, so
I will hear you.
do we have a spell book? Ooh. Reign of Anger. Ooh. Basically magic missile. And submerge the will. New strength is gained. Okay, greater protection from all forms of attack. Okay, totally good. Power of 1. The spell increases the target's strength score by a certain number of points. Ooh. Handy!
What do you wish of Ignis?
Oh wow, Ignis has a lot of...
What is thy
Balance
bidding?
in all things.
Okay, wow, we've got a crew. We've got a crew and a half. Mort, buddy!
What's up?
Wow, we've got a full party. Look at this. Wow. And Farlian. Right, I think Vidakon his spells are linked to a disc he carries. Interesting. I like that Mort says literally nothing about you showing up with a Githzerai and a Burning Man. I'd say. Jeez. Alright.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
I don't mind you down long, but there's anything else you do... Well, here's how I see things. Go on. Night Hag. Looks like we need to find out more about that Night Hag revel. And I have to tell you, Chief, I'm not looking forward to that. The Festival Sages and some of the Sensory Stones might be able to tell us something, though. Sensory Stone? Vestal? Sensory
Updated
Stones?
my journal.
Sorry, Chief, I keep forgetting you have all the knowing of a green prime. Look, the Festal is the main kip with the Sensate faction in the Clerk's Ward. They have libraries of sensory stones that store experiences, and they have plenty of sages, lecturers, and trainers that might be able to tumble us onto the dark of what's up with Ravel. Alright, let's move on then. Mort is very dead, so... Alright then, what else were we doing? Find that, find Amaris for Nod. Right. Right. What else did we need to do? I think... Right, this side quest here... Alright, where the hell is Mar is the question. I don't know where then. Farrad's corpses is coming... I mean, it's like, I thought I discovered that. I thought I discovered it. There's one more of a class you do not possess, easy to find in a place you've seen before, a place of certain lusts. Oh, interesting. There's a brothel around here somewhere. Alright then. Right, there's a brothel in the Clerk's Ward, I think? Yep.
I'm gone.
Okay then, thanks for the hint, Tolroth. We have an army of dudes, look at us.
I'm gone.
Is this too spicy for Twitch, do you think? Fall from Grace. Before you is a stunning golden-haired woman, dressed in an azure and violet dress, with two long, elegant wings draped across her shoulders. She is surveying the... Okay, maybe not her. I'm not sure. Okay, hold on. Bot. Somebody got the bot? Right. Alright, she is surveying the room with a smart smile. She's easily the most beautiful woman you've ever seen. Where's the ugly woman at? Greetings.
Well met, traveler. How may I help you?
The woman turns as you address her. She takes your measure, then nods slightly. Alright. How may I help you? Who are you?
Updated my journal.
I am called Fall from Grace. She studied you for a moment. You are new to Sigil, are you not? No, I suspect I've been here for quite some time, actually. Indeed? Yes, but that is a long tale, perhaps longer than I know. I'm more interested in what this place is. This is the brothel of slating intellectual lusts. She studies you for a moment. I take it from your question you did not intend to partake of this establishment? Brothel of slating intellectual lusts? What kind of brothel is this? I established this brothel to give those lustful fevers that strike the mind more avenues of expression rather than the simply carnal. Much pleasure can be had in conversation and engaging in the verbal arts with others. Oh! This is basically a maid cafe. Or like a host cafe. The Japanese are way ahead of you. Alright. Adjust my webcam a bit. Okay. Alright. Continue. Mort sounds... Shut up, Mort! I assure you it is not. Tour the brothel. See for yourself. So this is a brothel where there's no intercourse. Only of a psychological nature. Rest assured, it's still quite stimulating. I did that wrong. I have to ask, why did you establish such a place? And over this corner of the brothel, we have the maids who insult you as they take your order. Excellent. Fall from Grace raises an eyebrow. That is an odd question. She frowns. I don't think anyone has ever asked me that, at least directly. So, why did you? Part of the answer to your question requires that you know that I am a member of the Society of Sensation. Our faction believes that one should experience as much of the multiverse as possible. Alright. And that is why you established this place? This brothel is intended to slate the lusts of even the hardened intellectual. It is designed to stimulate the mind, to heighten one's awareness of themselves and others, to create new ways of experiencing another person. It is for those who seek something more than the shallow physical pleasures that fill the hive and lower wards. I see, so this establishment just encourages intellectual fencing rather than, well, the other kind of fencing. The women here must be special indeed. The women here are aspiring sensates. They have come to me in search of instruction to prepare themselves to enter the faction. Also, many of them have a natural grasp of language that can shatter the crust of the most hardened individual. Ah. Hello, Sana Babonin. Guess her race. She's a succubus. Alright, so the ladies here are ladies in training, so to speak. Yes, I hope that by learning the art of language and its subtleties that the patrons and students here may learn more about themselves. One is only as limited as their command of the language. To be able to employ language to evoke emotions in others is a tremendous skill. Ah. Perhaps I'll tour the broth and see for myself. Farewell. Cool. There's Dolores. What the hell? What the hell are these? I think I like this place. Brothel patron. There's a twee. She's the one you're looking for, by the way. Oh, so she is a potential companion. Alright. Does have a big tree. I mean, let's try talking to someone then. This dark-haired, pale-skinned woman has a cultured, refined look about her. As you returns to her, you note that her eyes, which you are previously thought to be grey, are the color of brushed steel. Greetings. The greetings voice is soft, calm, and without inflection. It has a certain faraway quality, as if somehow not attached to her. Greetings, I am called Delora. May I serve you somehow? In what ways can you serve me, Delora? She blinks her eyes, then touches her hand to her heart, bowing her head slightly. I am able to debate any scholarly or academic matter quite proficiently, if that is your wish. I am also well versed in various games of strategy, should you wish to play something, though I have the materials for a few such games here. Interesting. I think my character... Here's the thing, the Nameless One has average intelligence, so he might be too stupid. Debate, you say? Can we play a game then? Of course, is there anything particularly you wish to play? No, I don't really remember any games. Here then, allow me to show you one. Delora brings out a thin lacquered box which unfolds into a small board marked with a grid. The contents of the box prove to be a number of polished stone chips, half of them black, half of them white. Oh, it's checkers. This game goes by many names. Shall I explain the rules to you? Yes, please. Delora explains to you the rules of the game, how the chips are moved, how one bets one opponent. It seems somehow fairly familiar to you. The rules are simple, yes, but a great deal of complexity lies within the game itself. It takes a great deal of time to master. Shall we play? Yes, let's. Despite being certain you've played before, Delora defeats you easily. She does not smile or gloat, however, but quietly begins to put the game away. You seem to possess a decent understanding of the game. In time you could become quite proficient. Maybe if I had more time at practice. Very well. Alright. So if we talk to her again... Let's see then.
How may I help you?
I had some other question I wanted to ask you. If I may ask... Anyways, the winds are back. You are not human, I take it. She's one of the fiends, one of the succubi she is. She'll take your measure, then she'll take your soul to the lower plane, so she will. Your companion is correct. I am a lesser Tanari, more specifically a succubus. She gives a soft sigh. I'm afraid we're a little too common in the lower planes and elsewhere for our own good. Most of my race spend their time seducing mortals with various pleasures of the flesh. We've got a celibate succubus here. Interesting. Just remember the third word is tongue. What? I don't know how to recruit her, I just know you can. The third word is tongue. The third word is tongue. Why the hell? What kind of hint is that? And you?
Updated my journal.
I'd like to think I have distanced myself from that. It is ultimately a trivial and non-productive way for one to spend one's time here in the multiverse. There is much more to life, would you agree? Perhaps. Perhaps so. Can I ask you some other questions? I came here looking for help. Perhaps you can help me. Help? What kind of help are you looking for? I seem to have lost my memories. In so doing, I've lost myself. You've been stricken with amnesia? Fall from grace looks pained. How terrible. Do you have any idea how it happened? Not really. At least not that I can remember. I'm just referencing another puzzle that TNO couldn't figure out. Oh, the Nameless One. Right, gotcha. Alright, gotcha. At least not that I can remember. I woke up on a slab in the mortuary and everything before that is black. You woke at the mortuary? I think the dustmen mistook me for being dead, or I was dead, or something. All I know is that I regenerate wounds quickly. I could be immortal, but I don't even know that for sure. Fall from Grace seems to be praising you with renewed interest. Those scars on your body. She reaches out a hand as if to touch you. May I? Sure. Fall from Grace drags her finger across your chest lightly, tracing the edges of your scars and following the curves where they blend into some of your tattoos. She seems fascinated. These scars do look as if they would have taken several lifetimes to accumulate. They certainly do, though some are more recent. Fall from Grace steps back. Some of those wounds would have been fatal to a normal man. She taps her chin, thinking, what do you intend to do now? I don't really know. I'm just searching for clues for who I am and what happened to me. Fall from Grace is still thinking, her finger tapping on her chin. I must say, I've never met a man who had lost himself in the literal sense. She raises an eyebrow. Forgive me, but your condition is intriguing. Well, I'm glad you think so. It is that. Fall from Grace nod. If it will help, you are welcome to tour the brothel. Several of our students are well versed in the verbal arts. Perhaps some of them will be able to rekindle your memories. I may do that. May I ask you some questions first?
My journal.
Have you heard of a night hag named Ravel? I am familiar with the name. Fall from Grace pauses and thinks for a moment. Rumors cluster thickly around that name, and most tend to discount her as myth, but I suspect she did exist and that she made quite an impression in the cage during her stay here. She looks puzzled. Why do you ask? I intend to seek her out. Grace raises an eyebrow. Truly? I find myself compelled to ask why. I need information that she has. Is this information available for no one else? I suspect that only Ravel possesses the knowledge I need.
Updated my journal.
Grace rests her hand lightly on your arm. Consider this. If Ravel does indeed exist, then she is extremely powerful and cunning. If a fraction of the stories of her activities are true, then she is a creature that has discovered new meanings of evil. To search for her is not a quest to be undertaken lightly. I realize that. Do you know anything else about Ravel? Okay, fun fact, the stat most commonly checked for regaining memories is wisdom. Aw, man. That thing I'm not... Damn it. My nameless one is not wise. She was said to be one of the hags of the Grey Waste, and that she was believed to possess powers and a cunning far beyond those of her sisters. She came to Sigil long ago, and in addition to the evil she committed during her stay, rumor has it that her actions threatened the cage itself. Now she primarily exists only as fiction, a figure in children's stories. Grace pauses. I imagine the Lady of Pain dealt with her as all threats to Sigil are dealt with. How?
Updated my journal.
Ravel was most likely sent to a maze, one of the lady's prisons. Mazes? What are those?
Updated my journal.
Grace places her hands together, thumbs and fingers touching, forming a rough circle. The lady is said to have the power to take pieces of Sigil. You watch in surprise as a ghostly image of Grace's little finger pulls itself from the hand and floats into the air, curling into a small circle, and make it a maze. I wish I could do that with my fingers. Fun party trick. The small ghostly circle floats in the air, then begins slowly rotating. The piece of Sigil she takes holds the prisoner. There is no escaping being mazed. It can happen at any time, while walking down the street, through a door. She claps her hand, and then you are somewhere else. Inside the ghostly circle, you can suddenly see a flicker of movement, like someone walking inside. Go on. Grace continues, the tiny ghost maze reflected in her eyes. It is said that there is a portal that leads out of each maze, but they are difficult to find. Perhaps they are left in to give the prisoner hope. Perhaps they are left in to torture the prisoner. The ghostly maze dissolves. Perhaps it is both. Hey baby, want to try to solve one of my finger mazes? I see. Can you tell me more about this plane that Ravel is from, the Grey Waste? A blighted plane that lies effectively between Bator and the Abyss. It is frequently a battleground in the Blood War. Oh. Do you know what happened to Ravel? Okay, gotcha. Anyone else who might know about her? Someone in the fest hall may know more about her? Great, thanks for the information.
My
Farewell.
journal.
Right.
How may I help you?
Sorry to disturb you. Farewell. Alright. Alright, we can recruit her. I think we need to come back for her. I like her. She's nice. Alright, fest hall. Where is that? It's over here. Let's go. Let's go, go, go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Right, there's a person. What? Jumble Murder Sense? What a name!
I'm gone.
Let's talk to Splinter. Ooh, apparently she's the only other person in the game that can cast healing spells apart from... Oh! The nameless one. Wow, okay, that's important. She seems like fun to chat with. Yep. Ugh! Splinter. This towering man's golden skin sparkles slightly, almost as if it were metallic. Whether it's his actual flesh or merely painted on, you cannot tell. He regards you coolly as you approach, giving a respectful bow as you draw near. Welcome to the Civic Fest Hall, traveler. We are Splinter, doorman to the Fest Hall and Priest King of How may we help you? Despite his humble offer of aid, his voice is powerful and commanding, a deep and rumbling sound that resonates throughout the chamber. How can you help me? We do many things in this fine hall, traveler. We'll answer questions guests might have regarding it or its inhabitants. We direct both visitors and members of the Society of Sensation alike to the sensoriums or lecture halls. We also accept new members into the Society. Lastly, it is through us that purchases from the Society's vaults are made. Spells, items, and such. Ooh, I had another question. I like the music here. Very, very, very baroque. Alright, is there someone I can rest here? Society of Sensation. There was someone I was looking for here. Mistress Jomi of the House Surma. Huh? Jomi is taken to waiting about in this very chamber late. We think she is looking or waiting for someone. In any case, she should be nearby. That's all I wish to know. Farewell. Hold on a minute. What? Okay. Huh. How did my character know that? There she is. She's right here. I didn't need to ask that. Right, let's ask this. This stern-looking older woman... Oh, I think we've run into her before. The stern-looking older... Oh, no! Spoke to the messenger. That wasn't in the bloody quest log. The stern-looking older woman seems to be looking for someone. Her eyes fix upon your face as you approach her. You there. Might I have a word with you? Yes, you're Jomi, correct? I spoke to your messenger.
Updated my journal.
I am pleased to meet you, then. She gives a slight bow. I would make you a somewhat unusual proposal, though you must admit you are an unusual man. I will give you 1,000 copper commons for your permission to kill you. Are you open to discussion on the matter? But... Why? Jomi doesn't bat an eyelash. But why not? I thought it might be an interesting experience, paying someone for the privilege of murdering them. When I first heard rumors of your existence, how could I resist? So, what is your answer? Shall we discuss the matter in greater detail? I need money. I want to buy tattoos. So... A modest proposal. Yes, let's work out the details. Wait, one moment. Where did you hear these rumors? Jomi frowns. One hears all sorts of things in the fest hall. How could one not eventually hear of a man like you? Again I ask, will you consider my proposal? Yes, let's work out the details. After a short discussion, it comes down to the following terms. Jomi will pay you 2,000 copper commons. In return, you will allow her to drive her dagger into your heart. She will wait for you to awaken, at which point she will give you the coin. Do you agree to this then? Agreed. Need murdering for tattoo money. Yep. Let's do it. The affair is over in moments. She's already cleaned her blade and put her away by the time you've recovered. After picking yourself up off the festival floor, Jomi hands you several rolls of copper coins while you rub your aching chest. Somewhat disappointing, I must admit. Oh well, coin well spent nonetheless. Farewell. Yes, farewell. We gained 2,000 coppers from that? Hell yeah. Okay, we're gonna get tattoos. But I think that dude just walked into a door. Lady, blind me. Do corpses now walk the street? Yes. Yes, they do.
I'm gone.
Let's go. Gonna get some tattoos. Gonna get... Fun fact, this is not the only time you can willingly die in front of people in dialogue. Oh, I've done that before. Did I have my eyeball? I don't think I have my eyeball. Right, where is it? It's, Wait, where am I again? Burke's Ward. It's Lower Ward, I believe. There's Lenny. Alright, was not the correct place to go. It was... the Hive, right?
I'm gone.
Let's go! Whee! Alright, can I see what tattoos you have, Fel? Excellent, alright. What is this? Oh, hell yeah. Yes, we need that, we need that, we need it. We need that. Ooh. Oh, and tattoo of the spirit, +1 to wisdom. Ooh. Do need that. And we also... How many tattoo slots do I have? Got it. Alright, let's go here. We got tattoos. We have 3 tattoos. Yay! We got ink, baby! We got ink and no money. I'm responsible with my wealth. I am so responsible with my wealth. Alright, let's go here. We're gonna get back to where we're supposed to be. I was just gonna say, I don't know how many you can equip. Damn lucky I didn't buy 4. I think my other characters can also have tattoos. Like, yep, they can. Or at least some of them can. Yep. Back to the clerk's ward.
All right.
How is Ignis like... Damn, we've got a whole crew here. Excellent. Alright then. I'm going to take the ad break. I'm going to make another cup of coffee, because coffee is delicious and I like it. And I don't need more reasons than that. I certainly don't need to be more awake. Okay. Enough clowning around. Have some elevator music. Alright, back in a moment. See you soon! I'm back! Better than ever! And now I'm cold. Meep. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, elevator music, turn off. Right, here we are. We've got a crew. We got a huge-ass crew. Biggest darn crew you ever did see. I have my coffee. It's good. And hello, people. Right, now... Mertwin the Headless?
All right.
Okay, this guy I gotta talk to. It's clear there's something very wrong with this man. The way he lurches about, bumping into things, staring off blankly into space. As you approach him, you at last realize his plight. He's headless. The thing on his shoulders is merely a skillfully carved wooden prosthesis, a false head. Greetings? The headless body stops fumbling for a moment and pauses. Its hands begin to reach out, as if trying to feel exactly where you are. Let it touch you. After a moment, its finger brushes your forearm. It clutches your arm and follows it up to the shoulder, then your head. As it feels your face and head, its hands brush your neck, as if it was checking for something. Finally, it grabs your hand and shakes it vigorously in greeting. You notice that its skin is cold and slightly clammy. Can you understand me? The figure makes a series of hand motions, then it waits for a response. It seems like it's asking a question. What? I don't understand. The headless body taps its foot for a moment, scratching at the chin of its prosthetic head. Suddenly it raises a finger as if struck by an idea. It points at you, then at the eyes of its wooden head, then at you again. It then indicates its wooden head with both hands, shrugs, and points at you. No, I haven't seen your head anywhere. The headless body shrugs, stumps a bit, and turns to amble off. Oh. Oh! Do we have to go back to that dude who has, like... Oh no! Oh boy. Alright, let's see there. What else can we see? Join me, all that stuff. Right. Let's go, team. What is that? This throne appears as old as the building itself. It looks unused, more a piece of artwork than a ruler's seat. Alright, sensei, lots of that. Let's go over here. Look at this friggin', like... Here's the crooked. Okay. Let's enter it. And Sword and Tanari. The squat, hunched old man still has the broad shoulders and scarred, callous hands of a worker or warrior. An aura of weird despair seems to hang about him. He appears to be giving a lecture at the moment. Stay for the lecture. Fancy. The head lies with some near a building for those dedicated to skillful use of tongue. Oh. Tolroth, I love your hints. They're very helpful, without giving too much away. We're having fun here. We're having RPG-style hints. Right, now listen up. This is the seminar on the war. If you're here to listen about the blood war, take root. If you're not, you're in the wrong all, and you best ump your soft, comfort-loving Sigillian limber steps out of here. The blood war? More boring than listening to a governor recite laws. Let's find some young senates who need to be indoctrinated in the ways of passion. He waggles eyebrows in anticipation. Alright, Mort, we'll go. Right, let's go find a man's head. Let's go find a man's head.
I'm gone.
Right, so it's near here. Alright, head lies with some near a building for those dedicated to skillful use of time. Alright, so it's around here. What's this? Did I talk to this guy before? This narrow-eyed, sharp-faced man is scanning his surroundings with a look of vague disinterest, pausing occasionally to look down and pick at his fingernails. Despite being clothed in silk and velvet finery, he manages to look unsavory and more than a little dangerous. Greetings. The man looks your way. His eyes are dark slits, like narrow stab wounds beneath his brow. His voice is low and gruff despite his slender build. Pike off. I aim to be less cryptic than Simon's Quest. Seriously, just tell me I have to kneel in a corner of the map and wait for a red tornado to teleport me. Oh no, is that actually something that happens? Not yet. I had some questions. You think I wandered the wall looking for strangers to spill dark for? Now pike off. Why are you here then? To be surly with passerby? Here. He stands quietly for a moment, then breaks a crooked smile. That's good, that. He considers you for a moment. I'm a tutor at the Civic Festival. Name's Havelock. Ellie Havelock. As a veteran scout, I teach the art of subterfuge. You mean thievery? His lip curls up in a disgusted sneer. Thieves and thievery, it always is. 5 tours I spent as a reconnaissance operative in the War of Lies. Scout is my title. Scout! I teach the ways of stealth and spycraft, not common thievery. My apologies, I meant no offense. Could you train me? Eli frowned sourly. I don't know, I've had enough of teaching petty pickpockets and curious sensates for the time being. Almost to himself he mumbles, not sure why I agreed to do it in the first place. What could I do to convince you otherwise? He purses his lip and looks sideways. Many things, I suppose. It looks you straight in the eye. I'll keep it simple for you, though. Jink, you want the training? It'll cost you. I'll pinch the lady's bottom before I train another Burke for free. How much? Hells, I don't know. 500 commons ought to be reasonable. I am a veteran scout, you know. 5 tours of the War of Lies I served. That's a lot of experience to share. Alright, forget it. Farewell. If you return, you know the price. 500 copper commons. Farewell, Cutter. Leave. Yeah, he's a veteran. He's grumpy. Alright, he doesn't have a head, but I think these guys might. Let's talk to this drunk person. The smell of alcohol wafts heavily from this young woman. Despite her dark skin, you can see that her face, beautiful but cruel looking, is flushed. This is definitely a 90s game. There's no plain woman. The women are all gorgeous because no one wants to imagine an ugly woman, apparently. Oh well, apart from the one old lady. There are mods to make the hints in Simon's Quest less cryptic. Wow! Note to self, don't play Simon's Quest. She's slender but well-muscled, adorned in exotic jewelry and translucent silk clothing. Numerous scars crisscross her thighs and forearms. They look to be from battle wounds. Greetings! Well, well, what have we here? A little tiefling gutter queen come crawling out of the hive? The woman pouts, talking as one would to a small child. Are you lost, little tiefling? Oh look, it has a tail. How cute. Don't you talk smack on Anna. Anna flushes, and with a snarl, blades sprout from her fists. Now, fiendkin, don't do that. The woman seems unconcerned as Anna draws her weapons and clucks disapprovingly with her tongue. Careful now, I'll remove that tail of yours and feed it to my dogs. Enough, girl. Apologize to her for cutting bits of you off. Yeah, don't talk smack on my companions. What foul thing gave birth to you, Sirrah? She grimaces in disgust and laughs harshly. And such a stench! Be you one of death's bastards? You notice a curved long knife hanging at her hip. Her hand rests loosely upon its pommel. Want me to slap this Barney chip down, Chief? Show no mercy, Mort. Mort winks at you and calls to the woman. Hey you, that's right, you there, you sauce little tart. Look at me when I talk to you. What's got you so bitter, Rude. Yep, this is very rude. The woman, caught off guard, does not reply. Oh, does the little desert princess have her britches in a bunch because the sultan wanted another son? Tell me, desert princess, do you spend most of your nights drunken and belligerent, followed about by a handful of leering sycophants, looking in your own pathetic way to justify your existence to a disapproving father? Damn! Mort is savage! What? Who? How dare... Do you really think your petty brawling will finally make you feel better about yourself? Feel like you're worth something? Because it won't! If this is your sad little path to feeling better about who you are, I suggest you just give up, go home, and marry off into some courtier's harem. Ooh! Mort turns to you. See, Chief, I know what's going to happen here. We all know Mort's right on the ball with this one. But no, proud little desert princess cut down in public, humiliate. The woman draws her blade and sounds like an enraged animal lunges at Mort. Do I let things happen as they will? I'm kinda... What do we do here? Mort, you're committing murder. Did we kill her? We killed her. Oops. I didn't actually want to kill her. I didn't actually want to do that. Oops. Oops. Alright, when was the last time I loaded the game? Oh no, it was a while ago. Hold on. Select live. Oops. Wait, what? Where am I? Do I have my tattoos? I do have my tattoos.
I'm gone.
Groovy. Now, hold on. Okay. That's where that happened. Alright. I think that was an autosave, yes. Alright, let's try that again.
Done.
I don't actually want to kill her. The Infinity Engine autosaves on any zone change. After the head quest get, I don't think, let's try it again. Alright, so we're just going to do greetings. Fiendkin, don't do that. Let Anna handle it. No. Apologize to her. Want me to slap this punch? Show no mercy, Mort. Mort is savage. Right, so let things happen as they will.
What's up? Did you see that?
Is there no way to not kill her? Hold on. Also, I should probably actually say for... I don't know why I don't want to kill this person. Probably because she's drunk. And save over there.
Goldward, also known as Wanker City.
Greetings. Let it go, Anna, she isn't worth the trouble. You have a sharp tongue on you, wee lass. Anna spits and sharpens her blade against each other. I wonder how sweet your tacky jewels and hearts clothes will look on you when you're dead in the street. Anna, wait. You filthy spawn of lower planes, a bitch bastard that not even a Tarnari would keep in its pen. Sheath that blade, girl, or I'll sheath it in your body. Okay, there's that. And what? I'll handle this. Oh, this of it. Tell me, Sarah, is it that you stink like the hive's gutters, who's gotta stink like you? I've no quarrel with you. Leave be, go on your way. Oh, certainly, but first. Oh, certainly, but first. She pauses her lips, curling up into a wicked smile. One question. Can anyone truly become as ugly as you in one lifetime? Yes. Look to yourself for the proof. She stares at you for a moment, surprised before snarling and reaching for the dagger. Call for the guards. She gasps at you. You fool, are you mad? The guards would never take a word of mine. You're obviously drunk, and those scars of you mark you as the fighting sword. I think they just might. She stares hard at you, grinding her teeth. Let us drop the whole matter then and be on our separate ways. Agreed. You've already wasted enough of my time. Farewell. Okay, then. Interesting. That was a huge waste of time. We could have killed her, but I don't know. I feel sorry for... You know what it is? I feel sorry for her after the tongue lashing Mort gave her. Anod's dialogue to them funny. Also, don't know if those are the thugs with the bug. Alright, let's load that again. Load and let Anna handle it. Right, so... Greetings. Right, let Anna handle it. Oh no, Anna, wait! Do we just kill her? Sheath that blade, go, or sheath it in your body. No more, I'll handle this. Okay, ignore her and walk away. What's the matter with you? The matter is a most ugly one, sir. She says as if they simply look at you raises the bile in your throat. Wasn't that what your mother said when you were birthed? She stares at you with a moment's surprise before snarling reaching for a dagger, call for the guards. Obviously drunk. Agreed. Very well. If I talk to her again, young woman refuses to say another word for you. I mean, I could use the jewelry. It's valuable. But also,
Right.
I don't like doing things the violent way if I don't have to. Let's talk to this guy. This tall, thin man, dressed in heavy crimson robes, has sharp, pinched features. He bows regally as you approach him. I'm Salabesh, oft called Salabesh the Onyx, future mage tutor for the Civic Festival. You have business with me, I take it? Thugs with the box. Oh. Just some questions. About what, Not the ward and the like, I hope. Plenty of more common folk could ask those questions, and I'd just as soon direct you to one of them. Why are you called the Onyx? A long tale which I'll shorten to save my breath. In my youth I was once called Salabesh the Golden, for I was said to have a heart of gold, small, hard, and yellow. Well, I cursed the fool who started that so that he could only speak from his arse and defecate through his mouth. The Onyx appellation, along the same lines as the Golden, though admittedly somewhat less clever, soon followed. In any case, I'm a much kinder fellow now, far less prone to laying curses and like. I'm not certain if I deserve the name any longer. You cursed him so that... What? Oh yes, you heard right. Salavesh sighs happily and chuckles to himself. That sort of thing is why I'm known as the Master of Curses, you know. I had another question. What did you mean by future mage tutor at the festival?
Updated my journal.
It's a prestigious position to be an official tutor in one of the festival's training chambers. It's my intention to one day take the position of mage's tutor, but the title's currently in the possession of the Lady Thorncombe. If only I could somehow prove that I'd be a superior tutor. Okay. Visualize history with a person who isn't with you yet. Ooh, interesting. I had another question. Okay, never mind, farewell. Right, I think I spotted some people who might have a head. Wait a minute, I think, this isn't the only brothel around here, right? If I talk to this...
Boulevard, also known as Wanker City.
Greetings. Move along. Okay, leave. Right, thugs with a box. Thugs with a box. Alright, looking for a steel box, by the way. Alright, let's just check the hand. Dedicated to skillful use of tongue. That would be this one. That, it was either that or that. Right, if I had thugs. If I had thugs. And she does not want to talk to me. That's fine. Alright, there. Skillful use of tongue. Is there... Alright. Skillful use of tongue. Skillful use of tongue. It's not this, is it? Who said anything about a brothel? Yeah. Hint update. It's not the brothel, but you're in the right zone, I think. Alright, well... Civic Festival, Advocate's Home... Wait, there's thugs down here. Oh, hello. Hello. Excellent hint, Tolroth. Thank you. Hello. This young but well-muscled thug, while certainly well-armed and large enough to be dangerous, seems awfully clean for a typical street tough. He's carrying a massive axe in one hand and a steel box in the other. As you near him, he puffs up and scowls at you. What are you looking at, sod? Pike off before I've got to scrag you. Scrag? What are the 9 planes of Bator are you talking about, you idiot? Scrags, nagged, nipped, yanked by the hard heads, you clueless, addle-covered Burke. He glares daggers at him but says nothing. You do seem a little well-groomed for a thug. Stop shaking your bone box, Leatherhead. This is my territory, and you'll be leaving the creek if you don't want my bloods to tear you apart. Anna snickers, shaking her head. Rattle your sword, rattling your bone box it is. I'd so like to see how long you'd last dropped smack in the middle of the hive, acting as you are. Anna turns to you. Come on, let's be off. No use wasting our time with this wee-stemmed basher would-be. His face flushes angrily as he gnashes his teeth in frustration. That's it! Your pike can ask for it. Get him, Blood. He raises his axe and leaps to attack. Ow!
Done.
Aye?
Did you see that?
All right.
Alright, let's...
Weakness hears you.
What does this do? Wow! Ooh, hold on. Ooh. Oh, he's gonna die. That's bad.
What do you wish of Ignis?
I'm gone.
The Karak sings true.
Ready.
Done.
I'm here.
Right, literally everyone go for this guy.
Done.
The Karak sings true.
Damn it.
Did you see that?
Yay! Whee! What fun.
Done.
What's this? Ooh, steel box. There it is. And... hell yeah. Oops. Right,
Aye, what? Might as well.
Scottish she is. She's so Scottish. Right, excellent. We've got a
gone.
steel box. The sturdy steel box has a thick leather handle at the top, but there's no apparent way to open the thing. It appears to be welded shut. There are a number of very narrow slits along one side, although you can't see into the box through them. A sickly sweet rotting smell wafts out of the slits. Talk to item. Area of effect 50 feet. Wow. Shifts slightly in his hand, something moved inside it. There's a man's voice from within. Oh there, is someone there by chance? My name's Mertwin. Anyone? Hail? Yes, greetings. Thank the powers, have you seen my body, perchance? It's hard to miss him. Stumbles about with a silly wooden head on his shoulders. He must have worn his feet down to stubs looking for me by now. Yes, in the civic feast hall. My good fortune, then. Could I persuade you to return me to him, good sir? Yes, I'll do that for you.
Updated my
How
journal.
splendid. I thank you kindly, then, sir. If you don't mind now, we'll hold off speaking any further until I'm with my body again. Alright, farewell. Oh! Hey, we're a good guy. That's all I ever wanted. I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy. How did he know his body's wearing a fake wooden head? Oh no, he knows things. He knows things. Oh. Let's go in here. Right, let's help this man get ahead. Where are you? Where'd that guy go? Oh no, there he is. Alright, there he is. The beheaded man is still lurching about, bumping into walls, pillars, and the like. His false wooden head rocks precariously on his shoulders as he shambles to and fro. This must be Mertwin's body. Mertwin's voice suddenly echoes from within the steel box. Oh, there it is. That's my body. Say there, old chum, over here. The body shuffles towards you, reaching out towards the steel box containing Mertwin's head. Otherwise, helps a man get ahead in life. Yep, we are the goodies. Allow Mertwin's body to take his head.
Updated my journal.
Oh, much better, I thank you, good sir. Imagine my body here was getting a bit restless without me. The body hugs the steel box tightly. Yes, I missed you too. The body tucks the case under its arm and bows to you. And as for you, good sir, you certainly deserve some sort of reward for your trouble. Let's see what I've got now. The body fumbles around in its pockets and finding nothing there in his tunic. Finally, it presents you with several handfuls of copper coins. 200 of copper. Thanks, Mertwin. I had some questions. Certainly, ask whatever you'd like. How did you end up the way you are? I'm not sure, really. The body set me down in one of the lecture halls, and the next thing I knew, someone had absconded with me. The next thing I remember, I was being picked up by you. Well, what I meant was, how'd you lose your head? Body stiffens visibly. Oh, we don't like to talk about it. Quite horrible, really. What's past is past. No need to dredge it up. Though I will say I'm in the box because my head's not quite as presentable as my body, if you get my meaning. I had another question. What do you know about Ravel Puzzlewell? Ravel? Can't say I recall the woman. Well, in that case, farewell. Wait a minute. Alright, so we're in here. Why is it always the nameless one who's getting absolutely clobbered? Alright, so we have 200 gold. Alright, so who's here? Let's go in here. Let's go have a look. Montague? This handsome young man seems lost in thought, his brow furrowed and a slight frown upon his lips. Greetings. And hail to thee, sir, hail. What dost thou wish of me? And some questions. Who are you? What are you doing here? You know, Raoul Puzzle. The legendary Night Hag, no? Thou shouldst speak to Quell, sir. He is most knowledgeable regarding such things. He is within the fest hall, though where I do not know. Oh, cool. Thank you. Where's Quell? I believe Quell was over here. Nope. Where's Quell? Where's Quell? If I recall, you can change your body formation so they aren't in that weird T-shape. Oh yeah, there's a... formation... follow, gather... Wow! Why is this not a thing in more... Why is this not a thing? Yep, thank you for being my human shield. Okay, Quell. Quell, go. We're looking for a person called Quell. That's not Quell. Ah, we're in the back rooms here. Interesting. Death's Advocate. I wish Ignis would stop blinking. That is quite annoying, honestly, yes. 3 planes aligned. Alright. Martial stuff. Warrior in training, warrior in training, warrior in training. Right, let's go in here. Quell. Thief in training. What did I just hear? Oh, mage in training. It's basically a firing range, isn't it? Alright, Quell. Where have I not checked? Did I freaking miss him? Where is he? Alright, one last look. His eyes probably are a little bit dry, yes. Flash. Quell. Wait a minute. Hold on. Full from Grace, Succubus, one of the Tanari, a creature literally formed of all chaos and evil. Her body mind the perfect template to tempt a man of any species in the age. She's the proprietress of the brothel of slating intellectual lusts. Oh, poor girl. There's Darbus, Dustman, and no, I was getting Quell confused with something else. Alright, where would Quell be? Right, not there. Double check in. The nameless one is gonna help out in main trading. Yep. Like he's got any ability to spellcast. Nope. Unfortunately, the nameless one in this playthrough is dumb as hell. Is absolutely not a smart cookie at all. Okay, let's see there. Quell. This is why quest markers were invented. Right, so Quisai. Montague is over there. I've checked in there. No Quell. Journal. Okay, not that. Alright. I do like... It's kind of inconsistent how... What's in here? So that's the foyer. Festival Rune Cloak. Unfulfilled Desire. Okay, that door's locked. Right, let's ask people. Right, this attractive one smart peasant. Something I might help you with, sir. Could I rest here? The Civic Festival often rents out any unused chambers by the evening. You could certainly rest there, should one be available. Shall I check for you, sir? Yes, please do. Merchant. Ooh. Okay then. This is all. Wait, this is really cheap. Interesting. Why is that so cheap? Right, rest for 8 hours. Beautiful, alright. Let's go here. Door's locked, need a key. This is not the correct place to go, clearly. Right, back over here. Foyer. Out of my brain and my ears, how dare you? Foyer? What? How do you say it? Foyer? Foyer? I bet you're one of those people who see the onomatopoeia tisk and says tisk. Yep. Sorry, Foyer sent me off. It's okay. Wait a minute. This leads to the same bloody place. Alright. Quinn, he said. Quinn?
Done.
The R is silent. So, foyer... Foyer? Foyer. Foyer? Foyer. Alright, so there's Murderstone. If I was... Am I just blind? Am I just not seeing who's who? Thief in training, thief in training, thief in training. Right. Foyer. Foyer. Alright. Foyer. You got it! Wait, there was a... Sparring dummy has suffered much abuse at the hands of warriors in training. Right, where the hell is this person? Where the hell are they? And also the guy who gave me directions, I don't know where he is now. He was in this room. I think. Maybe. Let's talk to this guy. This is a life-size granite statue of a gentleman standing with his arms at his sides, arms closed. It is of excellent craftsmanship, exquisitely detailed, and incredibly lifelike. So much so, in fact, that you find yourself wondering if it's really a statue at all. Greetings? The statue makes no response. Chief, you've seen statues before, right? Know that they don't talk anything? Perhaps more, I'll just touch him? You touch the statue and find that while the clothes that adorn it are a grey cloth or on the rock, the skin is as cool and hard as granite. I'm not going to strike the statue. That would be rude. That is someone else's property. Did I walk straight past them? Moan the Headless. Right, Splinter. I have some questions. Is someone I was looking for here? No one actually. Alright, no. Who's that? Right, where? Who am I looking for? I have some questions. Quell. Within the festival, though we're not. Okay. Who are you? I am named Montag, Factum of the Sensates. Factotum? Very, sir. A member, though, like. Sensates? Very, sir. The Society of Sensation. A faction of Sigil, sir. The largest. Should thou wish to learn more of the Sensates, speak with Splinter. Thou shalt find him just outside the entrance to this building. All I wish to know. Alright. Quell, he said? Quen? Hold on. I literally just talked to this guy, but I don't remember where. Wait. Locked doors. Locked doors. If there's a locked door, it's because there's something I want in it. Wiki just says, in the Civic Hall. Oh, that's not helpful. That is not helpful at all. I suspect I might be blind. Alright, so this is the Civic Fest Hall.
All right.
fulfilled. What's this? A small enclosed courtyard lies outside this window. I suspect... Okay, festival's foyer. And this is the hall itself? Like it just says in the civic hall. Oh no. Door's locked, you'll need a key. Alright.
I'm gone.
Am I blind? He's in here. He's in the hole somewhere. Merman Jumble Murder Sense. Not in here. Not there, not there, not there, not there. Did I look over these guys? Sensate, sensate. Nope. Death's Advocate. Just in the Civic Hall. Civic Festival, that's the foyer. Dormitories. Private Oh. Alright. Private sensoriums. Alright, sensoriums. Had some questions. Tell me about the festival. Tell me about the sensoriums. Sensoriums are chambers which hold many recorder or sensory stones. These stones are enchanted so they may hold various sensations or experiences that may be later had by others using the stone. If you so please, we might direct you to one of them. Yes, please do. There are two. The public sensorium, where visitors may use the sensory stones for anywhere between 10 to 50 commons, and the private sensorium, where only members of the Society of Sensation are allowed. You can reach neither of them yourself. We must take you there. Okay, take me to the... How could I get into the private sensorium? You must become a member of the Society of Sensation. Okay... Might have become a sensei. In order to enter the Society of Sensation, one must be willing and prepared to share their own experiences. 5 are required, 1 from each of the senses. Alternately, one may contribute a single experience that has strong elements from all 5 centers. These must either be new sensations or improvements upon our current stock. Should we find them acceptable, they will be placed into sensory stones, and you, having become a sensei, will be taught the sensory touch. It will allow you to draw others' wounds onto yourself, healing them by accepting their suffering. I'm ready. I wish to become a sensate. First, what smell or experience involving it would you offer us? I'd like to contribute one experience that involves all 5 senses. I woke up, not knowing where I was, on a cold, blood-slicked iron slab in the bowels of the mortuary, a place where only the dustmen or the corpses in their care have seen. Splinter nods, go on. Share death with them. Mwahaha, yes. My entire body reeked of embalming fluid, but even the smell of that was not enough to match the coppery scent of gore around me. Dozens of bodies lie on countless bloody slabs like the one I rose from, all in the process of being gutted, flayed and the like by nightmarish clockwork devices for reasons unknown. The only sounds were the squeals of laboured metal and the unsteady tread of undead workers as they pushed the slabs around the mortuary on rusted iron tracks. A disturbing experience. And they even left out the part about the chattering skull that flew at me as soon as I was upright. Will it suffice, Splinter? Yes, we shall go to an empty stone now to record your experience. You will then be granted access to those privileges allowed only to members of the Society of Sensation, as well as taught the sensory touch. Accompany him to record your experience and learn the sensory touch. You return to the Civic Festival's foyer with Splinter. We welcome you to the Society of Sensation, Traveler. May further journeys and experiences pave your road to the great truth of the multiverse. Thanks, Splinter. I had a question. Alright. Tell me about the festival. Sensoriums. Yes, please do. Take me to the private sensorium, then. Hell yeah! Where the hell are we?
Done.
Alright, Quell. Wait, I think I see him. Yes! Yes, I found him.
Done.
Don't you run away. Alright, we did it. We found him. This older man is chewing on something, muttering softly to himself. After a moment, there's a crack as he crunches down on the object in his mouth and swallows it. His bushy, brassy white eyebrows furrow for a moment, rise and then furrow again. Greetings. Without so much as looking at you, the man reaches into his tunic, pulls out a puce-colored ball, regards it curiously for a moment, then pops it into his mouth. It said greetings. The man frowns and waves you away, then nods himself thoughtfully as he savors the flavor of whatever is put into his mouth. I've got some questions. The man smirks, bites at some of you, then abruptly pauses. His cheeks swell, and with a violent gag, he spits up a large black fly which begins to buzz around the chamber. Minerosian candies be damned, he cries, shaking his fist at the insect. He wills on you. What? I had questions about you. What do you know of Revel Puzzlewell? He pops a small red candy into his mouth. Do you always traipse about molesting puissant mages with your ignorant prattle? Babbling, blathering, chittering, chattering? The candy shoots from his mouth on chattering, flying in a high arc to some sand on the land on the floor with a wet plump. He stares at it sadly. Should I? I'm doing it! Pick it up and eat it. You snatch up the candy and pop it in your mouth. Its taste is sweet and tangy. The mage's jaw drops. My delectably scrumptious dystopian fruit candy. Calm down, I only meant to ask you some questions. I care not, you yeasty, beef-footed pignut. His eyes bulge out as he jabs his finger at you. Now be off with you, and do not return without being prepared to show the proper respect. Come bearing tribute, a gift. He suddenly draws close and whispers from the side of his mouth. Candies or chocolates would be nice, but nothing common, mind you. Bring something exotic. Now begone! Fine, I'll look around the ward for something suitable then.
Updated my journal.
Okay, so I gotta find candies for this asshole. How do I get out of here? Back towards the festival's foyer. The foyer. Congrats on your new fetch. I love fetch quests. Alright. I know where to go, and I do have some money. Right.
Done.
Curiosity shop, here we go. Right, thankfully. Right, candy. Candy. Yes, I am. Weapons, the exotic items. See nothing here. Fiend's tongue. It will give the ability to speech even though it was none before. Okay, let me see the other things again. Monster jug? You examine a plane that despite its common appearance, you feel reluctant to touch it. It's a jug. It's got some sort of monster trapped in it. That's why your hair's spread out like that. Okay, let me see the other things again. Look to the front of the store. Wait, the chocolate quasit? You examine a twisted little imp-like creature sculpted out of pure milk chocolate. It looks delicious, does it not? Imported from the lower plains. These are rare, you know, and quite prized by lovers of chocolate and confections. It's a real quasit, a fiendish familiar. Polymorphed into chocolate by powerful sorcery. It's only 199 coppers. I'll take it! Yes, Vashika purrs. A wise choice. The copper you pour into her hand seems to disappear the moment it touches your palm. She hands you the item. Please enjoy your newest acquisition. Hell yeah. Alright, well...
I'm gone.
Damn that friggin' old man with the expensive chocolatey taste. Let's go! By the way, from what I gather, without proper stats to recruit Fall, you just have to explore her dialogue a lot. Okay. Shall we go do that? Let's see if we can't recruit her first. Let's just talk to her a lot. She's fun to talk to.
How may I help you?
Other questions I wanted to ask her. Can you tell me about the sensates? The sensates are the fashion sigil that is devoted to experience. Without experience, without sensation, we are blinded to much of the multiverse. Thus, sensates seek to experience as much as possible. When all is experienced, then the truth of the multiverse shall reveal itself. Okay, can I ask you some other questions? Who are you again? Would you like to join me on my travels? Anna stiffens and starts muttering under her breath. Who's to say she'll be coming with us? We don't need the likes of here, so if you don't... Shut up, Anna. Mort, bar that fiendling. Mort clicks his fingers together. I'm all for the succubus coming with us. The powers know you're about as fun as passing a caltrop through your bells. You best latch your bonebox skull or I'll rattle you so hard that they'll picking your teeth off the spire. Anna's jelly, yeah. Travel with you? Fulcrum guest smiles slightly. She seems to be ignoring your companions. That's rather forward of you. I'd rather be honest with my intentions. You seem extremely pleasant and well-versed in the ways of the planes. A companion with that kind of knowledge would be welcome. Hey, wait a minute. I am the one who's well-versed in planes. That's my job, Chief. Having two people knowledgeable about the planes in our band seems pretty smart to me. Besides, I said pleasant too, Mort. Pleasant on the eyes, maybe. Looks like to me like all the shit has to do is show a little skin and you'll sign her right up. Mort falls silent. Not that I mind that, really. I just thought I'd mention it. Noted, Mort. Look. Lady Grace, excuse me of being too forward, but would you care to travel with us? I appreciate your candor. I shall counter with some of my own. Why should I travel with you? Lady Grace, I intend to travel to places perhaps no one else has ever been to or could reach. Would that interest you? That would indeed. She cups her chin in her hand and thinks about it. Yet? You mean you wouldn't be interested in traveling with an immortal amnesiac who is searching the plains for himself? Oh, I would be extremely interested. She smiles slightly. Such a suggestion is intriguing. Make no mistake about it. And you would like to travel with me then. If you wish me to, there is something you must do for me. There are 10 students in this establishment. I would like you to speak to all of them, then return to me with your thoughts. And we shall see if I travel together or not. I will go speak to them then. I will return when I've spoken to all of them. Right.
Updated my journal.
We don't quite have time, I think, to speak to, like,
All right.
10 students, but we do have time to go deliver some chocolate. Anna is jelly. I think Anna's just scared of her. I think tieflings are, like, kind of scared of them. Alright. Get me to the private... Right. Got some questions. Had another question. Had another question. Hold on. Can you help me, Splinter? Can you show me to the sensoriums? Private sensorium. Alright, you chocolate huffing bastard. There ye are. There ye are, ye prick. Whoops, I accidentally have more than one save count. Alright, chocolate closet. The mage's expression curdles as he spies your approach. Unbelievable! You've chosen to curse me with your detestable presence once more, you ill-conceived, reeky sod. He pauses his harangue to eat a small peppermint. I pray you've learned yourself some manners! I think succubus is a higher form of demon than tiefling. Yes, I know. Tieflings are like demon-human hybrids. Succubi are like actual proper demons. I've brought you some important chocolate as a gift. Oh? His demeanor changes in an instant. Very kind of you, very gentlemanly. May I see? Show him the chocolate closet. He takes it from your hands. Oh, quite rare these are, and most delectable. He bites off a large piece and tucks what's left into his tunic. I had some questions. He frowns at you, licking the last of the chocolate off his fingers. Who told you to bother me with the name questions? He stares at you accusingly. Come now, what is it that you wish to bother me with will be gone. He fishes a malt ball from his sleeve and eats it. What a pig! May I have some candy? No. What do you know of Raval Puzzlewell? At the mention of her name, he swallows the candy he's sucking on with a loud gulp, wincing in pain. What to tell? Why tell at all? Such tales are best left in dusty books and in the attics of old men's minds. Evil, evil. Such a name, and such dark tales swim around it like flies on a corpse. Just the same, I need you to tell me. Tieflings are almost cute, mouse-eared ladies. Almost. Almost. He rolls his eyes, popping another candy into his mouth. She's a night hag, my boy, who came to Sigil, all evil and cackle she was, alive with her shadow magic, ready to butt heads with the Lady of Pain. Barmy, barmy old hag. Only succeeded in getting herself mazed. She's likely dead by now. How might I find her? How might you... What? His candy rolls right out of his mouth and onto the tiles. Before you can so much as look at it, he snatches it up and pops it back into his mouth, giving you a dirty look. What? Why would you ask such a thing? Are you mad? What could you possibly want with such an evil creature? She knows something about my past. Doubtful. She was mazed many centuries ago. Gone. Penned in the dead book she is. And even if she were somehow still clutching to life with her black and bloody talons, what could she possibly know about you? If she wasn't the spitting image of cackling evil, that is, and was even willing to help you. I'll just have to hope she's alive and will help me. By Lesh's 6 teats in her swollen tummy, what a flickering candle of hope hurled into the howling winds of pandemonium that is! Flicker, flicker, whoosh! Don't be any more the fool than you need to be. Okay, I love this guy's dialogue, even if I don't like the character. I must still seek her out, whether she's dead or alive. So if she's dead, as she most likely is, then what is your plan, may I ask? You have everything all figured out, do you? Quell is just blowing words out of his pits, nonsense nothing. What do you plan to do if she's in the dead book, eh? I don't know. I'll figure something out. What do you think I should do? Shall we appeal to this guy's vanity, do you think? The first brilliant question you've asked. Me? I think you should give up this clueless idea of entering mazes and chatting with night hags and lope back into whatever crypt you've crawled out of. Makes far more sense than fishing for the lady's anger, it does. Can you tell me how to get to her maze? Lunatic! Madman! Alcove! Have you not listened to a word I've said? She's imprisoned in an interdimensional maze for trying to best the Lady of Pain! That means she's at least 10 times as balmy as you, and at least 100 times more powerful. She's also most likely dead, 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 thrice dead, and, if by some happenstance she isn't, she'll make you dead. I understand, but I really need your help. Can you tell me how to reach her, or not? Quell goes quiet, chewing on his lip. After a moment he fishes around in his tunic for a mint, then plops it into his mouth. You're serious? Serious now? Why so serious? So butt-whore bent, so mule stubborn. He sighs. Well, born clueless, die clueless. Yes?
Updated my journal.
All mazes have portals, this much I know to be true. A way in, a way out. This is how the lady fashions them. I do not know the portal, its location or even its form, but I am told its key is a piece of Ravel. A piece of Ravel? But if Ravel is maze, then how am I supposed to... I suppose... Hello, Ninjinger. Welcome to the stream. We're talking to a candy addict. Then you have to make do. Find something that has Ravel's taint in it, mayhap. That is all I know. All. Bother me no more about it. If you want to go pestering someone about something like that, go to the brothel of Sating Intellectual Lust. One of the ladies there is bound to have met someone who knows something that'll help. We were headed there next anyway. Thanks. My thanks for your help.
Updated
Farewell.
my journal.
Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's go, team. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. With your little eye? Yep. Oh, thank you, Elivel. What? Oh, the plot thickens. Alright, so this... Can I just take a moment to say... Oh, Border Hydrate. Thank you. Spotted that before the sound went off. That is always such a good feeling in an RPG. That is like not combat related at all. It's just like when the piece falls into place when you get the plot point like that. Just hopping in now quickly to say hi. Well, hello. Good to see you. Alright, let's go to the here and let's go here and we're gonna talk to everyone. Right, speak to the 10 students in the brothel. And it turns out... Right, so we're gonna talk to just one of them. Alright, so we've talked... Let's talk to Delora. Just how... Let's ask some questions. Delora casts her eyes to the floor with a sound that might be a side sight. I'm willing to serve you as a patron, but I have no wish to answer other questions at the time. My apologies, but I fear you will simply have to bear with that for the time being. What's wrong? Anything I can help you with?
Updated my journal.
She looks up at the floor and into your eyes. Once more you're struck by the pale smoothness of skin, the cold depths of her silvery eyes. No, I fear not. My troubles are a matter of the heart. In time I think all things shall be resolved. Are you certain there's nothing I could do? Certain? Delora pauses as if thinking. No, I am not. My first love, Merriman, possesses still the keys to my heart. So long as he has them, I shan't be free to love another. This is the cause of my melancholy, then. Why don't you seek him out and speak with him? Delora shakes her head. I may not leave this place. The reasons why are deeply personal and not to be shared with strangers, even ones who might bestow a kindness upon me. But suffice to say, I cannot seek out Merriman myself. Then I'll find this Merriman and speak to him on your behalf.
Updated my journal.
Dolores nods, the slightest hint of a smile appearing on her lips. She bows her head. Were you to find and speak with Merriman, I would be most grateful. He is a member of the Society of Sensation, so you may wish to ask for him at the Civic Festival. I'll return when I find him. Farewell. Alright, we've talked to one of them. Excellent. Do all 10 of them have fetch quests? I hope not. Let's talk to Vivian. This tall, elegant woman with her sharp features and regal demeanor is a striking example of aristocratic beauty. What about peasant beauty? Her clothes appear to be spun of silver thread, and a small vial dangles from her necklace. She is perfumed with an exotic, erotic scent that seems to draw you towards her. Greetings. She looks you over, arching an eyebrow with what you sense to be disdain. Greetings. My name is Vivian. Am I to presume I am being summoned? No, I just had some questions. She nods immediately. Go on, then. What's that incredible smell? She smiles at you. I thank you for your compliment, but I assure you, this particular aroma is a bland and paltry odor in comparison to my personal scent. She sighs. Your personal scent? Yes, I have a particular scent that seems to have gone wandering. It is somewhat difficult to keep in one place. I hope that someone did not take it by accident, though you never know with the ladies around here. She frowns. So, by any chance have you smelled it somewhere? You smell quite nice. How could a scent go wandering? Vivian shakes his hand. I had meant to infer that it had been taken. The ladies here are a bit jealous of times, and had been known to take my various perfumes for themselves. This time, though, someone has absconded with my own personal scent. I worked on that scent, perfected it, and now, poof, 'tis gone. I need not bear such annoyances. Vivian stomps her feet. I want that scent back, and I want it now. How do you know it if you found it? You would know it by smell, I assure you. 'Tis quite striking, especially to men. I mean, I can help you. I think all of these guys, all of these ladies have side quests. Oh, the aristocrats, rimshot.wavery. The aristocrat. Why did Twitch turn that into the link? I think it's because there's a dot in it, like .wav. Don't click on that link. In fact, Tolroth, if you can edit that, like, I don't know. I don't think anyone will click on it. Are you certain? I do not wish to impose. Not in position. I am pleased to help such a lovely woman as yourself.
My journal.
And I'd mumble something angry. You catch the words biking and idjit stick. Vivian smiles and nods to you. You are too kind. Very well. If you run across it, please let me know. I am somewhat anxious to get it back. A one-of-a-kind scent, really. I'll take my leave now. Farewell. I want to talk to one more person. Alright, so we've got Falls from Grace. We have Delora. Hello. Juliet. This dark-haired young woman is staring listlessly off into space, sighing miserably and occasionally picking at the seams of her green velvet gown. It's difficult to discern whether she's depressed or simply bored. Greetings. She gives you only the briefest of glances before staring off to the distance some more. Greetings, yes. I am named Juliet, how may I... Oh, never thou mind, leave me be, please. She gives an exasperated sigh. So many ladies to assist! I'm not sure how to remove the message without banning myself. Oh, yeah, hold on, let's see here. We go here. Nope. Nope, I don't know how to do that either. We're just gonna... No one click on that. Who knows where it goes? What's wrong? Oh, nothing at all. Only that I spend my days gazing into the face of mediocrity, seeing if anything can erase its dreadful, tedious passage. Is your life so tedious? Alas, it is. She sighs, closing her eyes and massaging her temples. Dreadfully boring. Perhaps I could make it less boring for you, my lady. No, 'tis kind of thee to offer, though. I'm already with a man, sir, and I do love him dearly. 'Tis just that I wish... She taps her finger against her chin. Something more of our liaison. Is the relationship lacking, then? The only thing it lacks is excitement, sir. Our families took the news of our courtship splendidly. His siblings love my siblings, and our friends think our union is to be blessed by the powers themselves. All fine and good, but things are going so smoothly. It is not right to have such a trouble-free courtship. It's like, oh, drama queen. I don't know about that. Does that not? Hast thou ever had such a courtship? She glances briefly at you. It would seem that thy life is filled with a variety of problems, judging by the pallor of thy skin. I can't remember any courtships that I've had. The remnants of the ones I've encountered suggest I may have had some problems. It's just that all my friends have such interesting relationships. Ones fraught with turmoil, feuding families, daggers at one another's backs, poison, mad siblings, and irate fathers with large swords. I have a lover whose family loves me and whom the world loves. She sighs again. A great source of annoyance. How I wish I could formulate some way to spice things up. I don't like this person. Here's the thing. I don't know. If you find a healthy relationship boring, you are the problem. Mort Flows goes to whispering. I feel sorry for her lover. He doesn't know how bad he has it. A shit like this is nothing but trouble. That doesn't sound wise, Juliet. Relish what you have. I wish to experience troubles, though. I wish to experience the ups and downs of courtship, but with him, no other. She sighs. Ah, such a thing as love. It can be dull as a club and is of no use to an aspiring sensate. What did you have in mind to spice things up? I'm not sure. Some element of danger or jealousy, something intense. Why don't you make up some fake love letters from a hidden affair? Juliet's eyes brighten. Excellent notion, most excellent. She suddenly frowns. But he knows my handwriting. Wilt thou write some for me? Not my sort of thing. I can find you some, though. Oh, wouldst thou? Excellent. When thou dost find some, please give them to my love, Montague. He may be found within the Civic Fest Hall. As for the letters, please try Scoffler Pen. He runs a print shop in Low Ward. I thank thee. Of course, farewell.
Updated my journal.
Well then! If you find a healthy relationship born, then don't lead on your partners by marrying them. Oh yeah, definitely not.
Martius.
I'm gone.
Well then. Alright, that'll do for this stream. This is interesting. I'm blown away by, like, the writing in this game and just how interesting it is, because here's the problem with, like, the problem with fantasy worlds is that it can be very difficult to, like, world build in a way that the player actually is, like, interested, speaking as a cynical person who's played too many video games. But this one is doing it. I'm interested because, like, the player and the player character are kind of in the same boat. They both at the start know nothing, and we're kind of learning together. So, amnesia is a kind of, like, overdone trope in games, but in this case, it's done, like, I think very well. So yeah, good. Being promiscuous is one thing, but cheating is another. Yes, The Witcher. Yes, I know. I drove Gerald so that he did cheat on his girlfriend, and I do regret that. But anyway, that'll do for this stream. I will share here. Okay, let's go here. I'm going to turn on the elevator music. And the starting soon screen. Hell yeah. And let's go sit next to here. Chat goes here. Webcam goes here. I'm gonna save the game actually as well. What the hell? Right. Whoops. That was the Sonic equivalent of mud. Okay. Alright, so where were we? So, BorderRRR streams. If you've just signed into this one, The Witcher was just really sexist in general. Yes. Yes, it was. It was very sexist. So yeah, I did do a whole Witcher stream. I do have a playlist around somewhere of that if people want to see it. It's on, not the VOD channel, but where I was putting the streams before I made the VOD channel. And so the videos are unlisted, but I think the playlist is still publicly accessible. If you want to see it, let me know. And VOD channel is here. Yeah, this is Planescape is a much better RPG than the first Witcher game. To be fair, the people who made Planescape were, I believe they were the ones who made Fallout 1 and 2, so they already knew what they were doing. And this is like I guess a 2D isometric view RPG rather than like a third-person action-y type thing, which I think is a lot easier to make, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, it's interesting comparing these various games. I'm glad I'm doing these streams, because I would not really sit down on my own and play this. It's fun. But anyway, like, follow, subscribe to everything, please, and thank you. And by the way, speaking of fantasy stuff, I've written a book called Two of Rogues. And my second book is... Oh, please load. Oh no, don't tell me this link is broken. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, that's not good. Well, other than the early MMO and Neverwinter Night games, The Witcher has more in common with Neverwinter Nights. True. Alright, that took a million years to load. That's concerning. Alright. Book. Here's a book, in case you haven't found it. Available in bit. Why is this taking so long to load? Deacon's Christmas. There we go. Anyway, Two of Rogues is a good read. I'm not sure... I would hope it's as well written as this game is. But anyway, all of you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next week for more Planescape, and sooner than that for other stuff. So... And drawing stream is tomorrow. Be there for that, because it'll be a good time. Bye! Have a wonderful one. Farewell.